What's going on, y'all? It's Mason Bleasdell, your Austin real estate agent, and today we're in Legend Oaks, which is one of Southwest Austin's most coveted and most desirable neighborhoods for so many really good reasons. So if you're looking into Southwest Austin, probably comparing this neighborhood to like Circle C just down the road, there's a lot of unique aspects that Legend Oaks has that a lot of the other ones don't. This is going to be the ultimate guide for you if you're looking into Legend Oaks. Y'all, so to start off, like I mentioned in the intro, if you're looking into this neighborhood, I want this to kind of be the ultimate, moving guide for you. Give you a real sense of what it's actually like to live here. So I want to go over a few main points. First one, what's it actually like here? Where are we in relation to Austin? Where are we in relation to all of the day-to-day things to do? What's lifestyle like here? Why would somebody choose Legend Oaks over any of the other areas all over Austin? And also talk about some data. What is the tax rate like? What is HOA? And then of course too, jumping onto a little bit of housing. What's available here and what can you expect to find? To start off with the first point, Legend Oaks is really desirable for a lot of the things mostly related to its location. So Legend Oaks is in Southwest Austin, which is just off of Mopac with an easy access, whether you're going north or down south towards Buda. Mopac's one of the easier freeways to do it. You get a lot less truck traffic. So generally speaking, it's a slightly easier commute. Mopac is generally favored, especially if you commute into Austin regularly when comparing to I-35. So that's definitely one of the really big reasons to note about it. It's just generally easier to commute on that road. But Southwest Austin is known for so many really cool outdoor, primarily, activities. So within a walking distance of Legend Oaks, you've got over 100 miles of both paved and dirt trails. These are really popular as, mountain biking, off-road trails. There's a ton of walking paths. Just driving through the neighborhood, you're gonna see so many people out and about for a walk. This is a very outdoorsy area of Austin, just again, because of how easy access everything is. Now, a lot of those are run by the city. A lot of those are put together by Circle C, the neighborhood just south of here. And then they all connect up through the HOA, the Legend Oaks maintained trail system. It's really cool, and again, one of the biggest draws to this area in general. Now, Legend Oaks is also really nicely positioned right between all of the major things you would need from day to day. So for example, within a 7-minute drive of here is all of the following. HEB, shoot straight down Escarpment Boulevard. It kind of runs dead center down Legend Oaks. Go straight southbound, you're gonna bump into it. It's also really recent and nicely updated. It's a large one, so it's got a lot of variety of things in there. You've also got, various restaurants. You've got Torchy's Tacos, you've got Hot Dotties, you've got Summer Moon Coffee. Just a huge variety of all your day-to-day things with very easy access to some finer dining options in South Austin proper. You've also got Lifetime Fitness just down the street. You've got some CrossFit gyms, to get out and exercise in a group type gym type of setting. You've also got really easy access to things like the Veloway, to the LBJ Wildflower Center. Both of these are really popular outdoorsy spots. They're very family friendly. Again, all of these places are within 7-10 minutes max of here, and they're super easy to access. So if you're looking for somewhere that you don't have to be super reliant on your car, and plan on doing 20-minute drives to places like a lot of Texas can be, you're not gonna have that problem here. Now, as we get more hard into the data of the neighborhood, we have to stop at not only this one, but there's actually 2 different community centers with pools and everything for this neighborhood. Now, this is probably the largest, with a huge splash pad, a covered playground area, as well as this lap pool. They're actually prepping it for opening in the summer. You've also got this tennis court here, and then again, this connects all through the trails. If you're looking at this neighborhood on the map, you'll notice, not all of it connects in directly, but there's trail systems that go, from, example, on the other side of this is Oasis Drive. You can use the trail to get from Oasis Drive all the way over here without having to walk along one of the more major roads. Again, all of these little things are what kind of make this neighborhood so special. It's not super car reliant. And again, all of these amenities that you get with the neighborhood for a very small fee, which we'll talk about more in here in a second, just makes this such a gem, especially when you're compared to some of the larger ones like Circle C. Now, one important thing to note when we're talking about those HOA amenities that we just left from, there's actually two sections. There's phase 1 and phase 2 of Legend Oaks. So phase 1 is going to use that pool we just left from. Phase 2 is actually going to get access to the pool that we're headed to right now. So if you're doing some research on the area, just be aware of those kinds of things. But of course, the park system is open for anybody to use. It's just those phase specific amenities. Now, speaking of that HOA, the HOA fees as of this time are $55 a month. So absolutely not crazy, and right on par with everything is around here as well. And at the same time, the tax rate too is a nice low 1.8%. Generally speaking, in the Austin area, anything below 2% is a good thing. So this area is really being fantastic for that. And then finally, let's talk some housing. So this neighborhood was really started to be built in the 80s and was built all the way through to the 2000s. So there's gonna be a pretty wide variety of housing in here. Now, of course, a lot of those original, 80s, 90s era houses have now been, remodeled, redone. A lot of work's been put into them. But of course, there are some more original homes that, require a little bit of elbow grease and can kind of be a blank canvas for anybody who's looking into the neighborhood. Now, for these, you're also, because of that, you're going to see a pretty wide range of pricing. Generally the smaller homes in here that need a little bit of work are going to be in the low mid 500s, and you're going to see houses in here listed all the way over $1 million. There's several different options as far as housing goes. I've got one that we're dealing with right now that's over 3,600 square feet. So you can go pretty darn large, and you can also find smaller ones around 1,700. You can find 3-car garages. There's a really good wide variety of homes in here that can kind of suit any need. You'll also notice too, like the houses are a little bit staggered. Because of these matured trees, because of some of the topography out here, some of the nice rolling hills you've got, you can find pretty private backyards, which is always something that is desirable. And of course too, when we get into some of the newer sections, you're gonna get a little bit more of the, modern layouts and style of homes. Whereas a lot of these, these were high-end homes when they were built. The 80s and 90s homes in here too are not something that has dated very well, other than of course style preferences. So there really is kind of something in here for everybody, and you'll see high ceilings in these houses. You'll see custom woodwork moldings, all of those little details that are what really set this neighborhood apart when it was back originally built. And it's something that makes it stand out versus a lot of the other homes around the area for sale in South Austin. Now, if this video was helpful to you, if you're looking into Legend Oaks, I certainly hope it was. If I can be a real estate resource for you, reach out anytime. Not only do I like to help you guys, some of the buyers relocating to this area, find the right home, but also the right lifestyle for you and your family, but also help educate through the process, make sure it's something that you understand what's going on, and of course use my expertise and my laundry list of good resources out there to watch out for the major pitfalls. If I can be that for you, reach out anytime, call me directly. The phone number's on the screen right now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.